Welcome back one and all to Let's Play Langrisser, where we are embarking upon Scenario 18, Velzellia. Leiden and his army arrived in Velzellia. They found nothing but enormous ruins, which were a result of the fierce battle that had taken place there. In order to win, we have to defeat Nicholas, who is surrounded by a host of giant ants, slimes, skeletons, and some new enemy there. We'll take a look at them in a bit. Taylor, level 9, he can sit behind. Gonna bring Lance in and take a quick look at our items. Feel free to pause it if you want a closer look, because we're ready to go. And we're gonna put Leiden, Jessica, Chris up front. Narm and Hawking will be close behind. We're just gonna stick Lance up top there, get him out of the way for now. We've got a little mission for him. Albert and Thorn, they're just gonna kind of have to get in where they can fit in. So this is Velzellia, and that would be Nicholas. Pay attention, soldier. And he's subservient to the elusive knight Nagia. Don't know who that is. I guess we're going to be finding out about him as well. And what's this about the pillar? Okay, I'm guessing they were stone statues, but we know them as golems. Extremely high defense, meager attack, so they can't really hurt you. Well, they can't hurt most of us, but they're very tough to kill. But they do give lots of experience, I think, if you do. So we gave Narm the evil axe for this very reason. I want to try to take out at least a couple of them with her, so that somebody can benefit from that bonus. I'm not going to try to have her take all of them out. Could do that, I have done it. It just takes so long. Really don't want to subject you guys to that. So you can probably guess what I'm going to do with Lance and his griffins by now. And again, he didn't need troops at all. I just brought them so he could get another look at them. Chris, however, has a bunch of monks because they're going to be very effective against these skeletons. So that's right, we get to see them shine now. Leiden didn't need any men, so he didn't bring any. This way I can ensure that the enemies are going to focus on him a little bit more too, instead of just picking off his troops, which they like to do. I might have brought an extra monk or two more than I needed, but again, it's just to expedite the fight. Because after they deal with the skeletons, they're really not going to be good for too much else. Not in this battle, at least. As always, giving Jessica archers. That's probably what she's going to be getting for the rest of this, because the fact that they attack first, on top of her attack bonus, makes them extremely dangerous to anything that we might be facing. With the exception of things with 40+ defense like the golems, which they will be able to do nothing against. But you know, this game is so wacky, the numbers are so random, that there's always a possibility that you'll do damage to somebody despite them having ridiculously higher defensive stat. But I wouldn't bank on it. Because I like having different classes on my team. We've got a Knight Master, we've got a Serpent Lord, we've got a Magic Knight. I don't want to have any duplicates if I can avoid it. So we're going to leave him as a Lord, but I'm going to try to keep him where he's at, high level. I'm going to probably get him to level 9 eventually by the end of this, and that'll be good. Also at this point, I'm not too concerned about getting everybody to level 9, because now that I see that your abilities do seem to increase around the level 5 mark, it's really enough for me that everybody at least gets to level 5, if I can manage it. I mean, I would like to have Leiden at level 9 just because he is the king and all, but as far as Chris, Thorn, Albert, folks like that, if they make it to level 5, I'll be extremely satisfied with that. And in fact, with Albert, and Thorn, and Chris, they don't even need to hit level 5. I mean, I'll go for it, but I don't really care at this point if they don't. I don't think it's really necessary. For the type of spells that they use, it's not as crucial. Because I'm actually going to not do what I normally do in the next battle. I'm not going to farm it out for experience like I like to do. If you do that, if I had done that, then yeah, it'd be a lot easier to get everybody's levels up to where I would like. But I don't think it'll really be necessary. And there's still plenty of fighting in the scenario after that one, so there's still time. Strength is the key. As long as we have the strength, I'm not really worried about the particulars. The little number on the screen there, after a certain point, it really just becomes arbitrary, as with anything else. You know, liken it to more traditional turn-based JRPG, you know, where your characters have 9999 health. I mean, at that point, what does it really matter? In fact, once they got into the 9,000s, I mean, it was a few extra digits, so I'm looking at it like that. But anyway, turn 2, we can begin the attack proper. Hawking is just going to be supporting us for the meantime. Just heal up and see how much more effective that is, as opposed to if he was a level 1 or level 2 Lord. Much better here. Narm's got a few horsemen. Don't expect them to survive till the end, but they're just to help out with those ants for now. So we're going to get her closer. Try to anticipate their movement too. Sometimes they head up north, sometimes they go low. I have to give them credit, they are pretty good about adjusting their movement according to our position. Because see, right now they're kind of centered, they could go either way. So I'm going to send Albert and Taylor, well, Taylor, he's not here. I'm going to send Albert and Thorn south, I think, just in case any stragglers want to scurry over that way. Everybody else is going to go north. Chris and Leader are just going to charge forward, deal with the living armor and its skeletons right now. He has Langrisser, so they're not going to be able to do too much to him. He's going to be able to sustain himself quite well. And let's see. Get the monk over here, see what they can do. Okay. Relatively poor debut. They actually tend to do better than that, so that's a little surprising. But we'll try it again. Yeah, that's more what I was looking for. And we're going to get her in here. And she has the wand to boost her attack. So she's close to 30. That's enough to deal with them. Won't completely rout them right off the bat, but again, with that defense, I'm really not concerned about her at all. She's going to be able to take everything that they have to offer and send it right back in their face. Never mind the fact that she has a natural strength against them because of her class, so they're powerless against her. Her monks are capable of taking some damage though, so we don't want to be too reckless with them. But I don't think we have to be worried too much either, because look at that. So Albert, maybe it'd have been faster to send him around, but there was too many bodies occupying that area. Just want to make sure everybody can go somewhere. We've got plenty of time, though. Those ants haven't even engaged us yet, so he's okay. Definitely want to keep Narm's men with Narm, so they can actually be useful. Now, Lance. Almost forgot about him, yeah. So he's going to help us waste Nicholas's MP before we ever reach him. These griffins, they're just here just to taunt them, really. That's their sole purpose for now. And the sad thing about the griffins is their defense is so low that the golems could actually defeat them. Because the golems' attack is on par with the slimes. Pretty nasty in the early stages, like say scenario 4 or 5, but at this stage, not too impressive. In fact, I think I see Hawking's name on a few of those green gelatinous creatures, so they'll help him get another level out of this fight easy. Because there's 3 groups of them, it looks like. That's a lot of slime. The ants, I don't care about. Whoever gets to them gets to take them out. Those slimes are going to be really easy pickings though. Gonna have a field day. So you can definitely tell with the design of these last couple of scenarios, it's definitely with a push to increase your power. I feel like the last scenario with all those enemies, just mobs and mobs of gargoyles. I feel like that was just there to help you get levels up if you needed it. This fight is sort of the same way, because you know you're in the last stages of this. It's your last chance to get people promoted if they need to be. And the next scenario will be similar to that. And I'm not going to talk about that too much because, well, we'll have plenty of time when it's upon us, right? So that living armor has very high defense and decent attack, so very dangerous. You don't want to send just anybody against it. I believe that it counts as undead, so Chris will have an advantage against it. Leading, just being leading, he's going to be fine too. So I think I'm just, again, going to have those two focus on him or it. Everybody else, okay. Skeletons there. Going where I didn't want them to go, but it's fine. At least the archers survive. They can recover health next time. I wasn't able to completely surround them with the monks though, so it was kind of unavoidable. That's right, just keep throwing out that blizzard. As long as I don't forget to treat Lance, he's going to be just fine. And I really don't need to stand his men right next to him, but since they recovered too, it's not really hurting anything. Alright. Where to put you? Well, we don't really need him to attack yet, so better off just healing there. Because I really want to take care of this group in the center as quick as we can, so that I can move on with my other plans. I think leading, yes. Knock him down a peg or two. Yeah, someone who can actually take his hits. Okay, so he's kind of modeled after the Sword Master class there, which we don't see enough of in this game. Ah, Volkov, where are you when we need you? Well, we don't really need him at this point, but it would just be nice to have him around. But clearly he lives on in our hearts and our minds, so that will have to be enough. They should be able to finish them off, please, thank you. No sense in postponing what's due, because there's no stopping that train. And, oh yeah, 10 versus 3. No shockers there. And might not be able to finish these off. We're getting there though. And we're gonna use some magic, I think. I want to save that earthquake though, so we're gonna use fireball. Put her men on attack first, and I think we want to do that. Yeah. Oh, yeah, saved us a turn or two. Why attack the hard way when you can do the easy way? Not that that was difficult either. Oh man. I can see why they changed the archers in Langrisser 2, because they are, I mean, they're not overpowered here. They have their weaknesses too, but they're just so good. In the sequel, not so much. Despite the fact that they gain the ability to attack from several squares away, they're actually nowhere near as good or effective in that one overall as they are here. But they're not bad either. They're just, it's much better balanced, I think. At least in that case. So, and we don't have too much longer, guys. I mean, I don't want to make it seem like I just want to rush and get this done to get to that. It's not that at all. I am still enjoying this, but I'm just very much looking forward to showing Langrisser 2. I'm just thoroughly impressed by it. So, as soon as this series is done, which won't be too much longer at this point, probably going to take a brief, and I do mean a very brief break, a week at the longest, and then we're going to jump right into Langrisser 2. I've gotten a good chunk of it recorded already, but I didn't want to have both going simultaneously. I think that would have been a little confusing and would have been a lot to digest, so we're going to give each game its due, separately, but together, in the grand scheme of things. So here come the ants. They're probably a little perturbed about that fire attack. I would imagine that would really be damaging to them too. And it's giving them very, very, very bad flashbacks to children with magnifying lenses and too much time on their hands and no parental guidance or supervision. But they got the wrong guys, it wasn't us. But we are doing this, so I guess we're no better, huh? Yeah, they are attacking us again, so can only hand out so much mercy here. I see no crime in defending one's life. Come on, Bolsha. We don't have time. We've got an evil to stop from reviving. It's gonna take more than them to stop us. But we welcome all attempts. They're welcome to try. Because that's about all they can do. And I just realized there is water in this battle, so maybe there was an opportunity to do something with Taylor, but then again, that river is not really conveniently placed in terms of where we're supposed to progress, so no. But it is nice that it's there. I never even noticed it for some reason. I never paid attention. I do believe this is the last field where we will see water, so. Well. Not the last we're going to see of Taylor, though. Rest assured, even without water, he's still a very powerful general. So, probably we'll be bringing him in the next one, actually. Yep, gonna put him in the trees there. Don't care if he's all alone, he should be able to handle it. They should definitely be able to handle this. Took a few. Got it to level 2 though. Okay, we're almost ready to try out the trick. But again, we have to take care of all of these undead first. I want to have all my people together so that we can make the most of what I'm planning here. I don't mean to sound nebulous, just bear with me, we're almost there. Hopefully in a couple of turns we can make it happen. Okay, Chris, what are we going to do with you? Because I want to take out that skeleton before I take out the armor. And we'll just have her attack them instead. Good, she did finish them. Now remember, if you want more offense out of Chris, make her a saint. Personally, I'm kind of liking a priestess though. Very useful. They both would have access to monks here, so they're even on that footing. Okay, kind of want to move you. Oh, but wait, no, we actually, yeah, maybe it'll be easier if I just get rid of this ant. That'll open up a path, extend our movement. And we'll move her right here. She should be okay. Yeah, I want to be very selective about when I use her to attack up close, but don't feel like you never can. I mean, her defense isn't the best, but she's pretty tolerable. Gonna block them off there. And hopefully do some damage to you. Yeah. Getting the most out of those troops. I guess we could just finish it off too. It doesn't have any men left. No more ants. And okay. We could give that to anybody at this point. Probably gonna give it to Narm. Especially since they couldn't reach. Keep forgetting how good the archer's movement is. So yeah, we're just gonna send that one around the other way. They'll catch up fast. Alright, in phase.